Hello everyone. Today we will see how we can calculate correlation in Excel. So let's start. This is the dataset we will use to calculate correlation. Here we can see column 1 is showing us the temperature and column 2 is showing us the ice cream sales. Okay. So we want to know what is the correlation between these two sets of data. Correlation, the value of correlation ranges from -1 to +1. Okay, so if the value of correlation is 1, that means if one variable increases, the other variable is will increase exactly in that proportion. For example, in this place, uh, if I first I am trying to calculate the correlation. This is the function for calculating correlation. I'm double clicking on this, then I have to select this entire data as array 1 and this data as array 2, closing bracket, enter. So we can see here the correlation is 1. It means if this temperature increases, that means the ice cream sales will also increase exactly in that proportion. Not only that, if temperature decreases, the ice cream of cells will also decrease exactly in that proportion. For example, you can see the correlation is 1 here. So when the temperature is 60, I am mentioned here as Fahrenheit, the ice cream cells is 100. Okay, so when it is 65, it is 150. We can see when the temperature rises by 5, the ice cream cells rises by 50. So when it is again increased from 65 to 70, that is 5, the sales is increasing 150 to 200. So if even we don't have this data set, okay, we can say because the correlation is 1, we can easily say when it is 75, it will increase by 50, that is 250. So if any variable increases, then other variable will increase exactly in that proportion, or if one variable decreases, the other variable will decrease exactly in that proportion. Here we can see, if we consider it from here, when it is 130, the price is 800. When it is 125, that is decreased by 5, it is 750. That is, it is decreased by 50. When it is decreased by again 5, it is decreased by again 50. Okay, so r is equal to 1 means if one variable increases, the other variable will increase exactly in that proportion, or if one variable decreases, the other variable will also decrease exactly in that proportion. Okay, now I'm changing this a little bit. I'm keeping this formula. When it is 60, it is 100. When it's 65, it is increased by not 150. It is increased by, for example, 20. Okay, from 100 to 120, that is, it is increased by 20 here. And you can see it has gone below 1. Okay, when it is 80, it is uh, not 300, maybe 285. Okay, when it is 130, it is 800. When it is decreased by 5, it is decreased by not 50, maybe 40. Okay, so 7 here, I'm 8, sorry, 9, 7, 90. It is 800 and it is decreased by 10. Okay, not 50. Here we can see that it is 120, it is 700, it is 115, it is 650, it has decreased by 50. So in this data we can see that if one variable increases, the other variable increases, but not exactly in that proportion. Here it is increased by 20, here it is increased by 80, here it is increased by 50. So when this is the condition, or uh, here this variable is in 800, here it has decreased by 10, here it has decreased by 90. Okay, so when any variable increases, the other variable also increases, but not exactly in that proportion, then it will go below 1. Okay, so the lower the number from 1, the lower it, the positive linear relationship gets weakened. Okay, so if we calculate the correlation and we get r of r is equal to 0, that means there is no correlation. That is, if a variable increases, the other variable can increase, or it can decrease, or it can remain unchanged. It can increase, or other variable increases but not exactly in that proportion. So if there is no relationship at all, then 0 will uh, we will get 0. 0 means there is no relationship between the two variables. If the r is equal to -1, -1, okay, that means if one variable increase, then the other variable will decrease exactly in that proportion. Okay, or if one variable decrease, the other variable will increase exactly in that proportion. Okay, if it is, for example, minus zero point 0.8, okay, this value is less than zero point 0.1, minus 1. Okay, so here the relationship gets weakened. So this is how we interpret the correlation value, and we can calculate by the correlation by this formula, that is equal to correlation, and we have to select the, both of these array. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.